CNN Philippines, I'm Pio Ontiveros. Senator Antonio Trillanes IV, ordered arrested by a Makati court. He is in the Makati police station. From there, he's going to be heading to the Makati RTC branch 150. Trillanes was escorted by the PNP from the Senate to the Makati police station. He said he would not wait for the court sheriff of the Makati RTC or any arresting officer to take custody of him at the Senate. He said he would earlier he had said that he had decided to go to the Makati PNP himself and to present himself before the court, where he is expected to post bail 200,000 pesos for his temporary liberty. Now, earlier today, Judge Elmo Alameda had issued that warrant for his arrest. It's an alias warrant, actually, and a whole departure order for rebellion charges. And also, Senator Trillanes spoke to the media moments after receiving the news that an arrest warrant had been issued against him.
Ito, gaya nung sinasabi ko last week, ang itong mga petisyon namin sa korte ay isang pagsubok sa tibay ng ating demokrasya, ng ating judicial system. Kahit ipinakita na namin lahat ng ebidensya kontra dun sa kanilang mga kadahilanan kung bakit na-revoke ang aking amnesty, gayon pa rin ay inilabas pa rin itong warrant of arrest na ito. So, officially, wala na po tayong demokrasya.
Senator Trillanes, of course, a very severe critic of President Duterte. From the very beginning, he was, described as an attack dog against President Rodrigo Duterte. He was famous for daring the president to go to a bank in Ortigas to prove that he does not have millions or billions in a bank account there. Trillanes had also repeatedly dared Duterte to sign a waiver to open any and all bank accounts. This has been going on for the last 2 years, ever since Duterte became president, and now it's come to this. Of course, when we say this, the question now is, how do we get to this point? Of course, we all remember President Duterte declared Trillanes' amnesty void. That was by way of issuing a proclamation, 572, dated August this year, but only made public in a newspaper advertisement in the first week of September. Now, that amnesty was granted by former President Aquino back in 2010 for Trillanes' participation in the Oakwood Mutiny of 2003 and the Manila Peninsula Siege of 2007. Now, at that time, Malacanang had claimed that Trillanes, in Proclamation 572, that Trillanes did not fulfill 2 minimum requirements for his amnesty, which is why they wanted the amnesty declared void ab initio. And they said for 2 reasons: 1, that he did not apply, and 2, that he did not admit guilt. Now, by the time that Trillanes had proved he had applied, he did, and that he did admit guilt, the palace then began to insist that for an amnesty to stand on solid ground, that it should be the president himself who signs that amnesty. The problem, of course, is that an amnesty proclamation is signed and issued by the president, but the amnesty itself is signed by the defense secretary because he is the alter ego of the president. And this, of course, is true for all amnesties that have been granted in post-Marcos administrations. Now, of course, we've come to this. Let's go first back to the Makati police station. Now, Rex Remigio is waiting at the Makati RTC. Like we said, branch 150, Judge Elmo Alameda had issued that arrest warrant and whole departure order. Let's talk first to Rex to find out from the Makati PNP, and we showed the mugshots that were taken earlier of the center, where Trillanes is going to the Makati RTC. What's going to happen there, Rex? Rex?
At the Makati Regional Trial Court for his posting of his bail at the Branch 150 in connection to his rebellion case. Branch 150 Clerk of Court Attorney Jospa Valencia says he is expected to pay 200,000 pesos for his temporary liberty. Just a while ago, he underwent booking procedure at the Makati Police Headquarters. His mugshots and fingerprints were taken. Trillanes looks defiant. His face looks really serious. He's accompanied by the police, led by Metro Manila Police Chief Guillermo Eliazar and Senator Bam Aquino. In a nutshell, Valencia justified the issuance of arrest warrant and hold departure order against Senator Trillanes. She says Trillanes failed to show any proof that he filed his application for amnesty, whether it's the original or a duplicate copy. This includes the proof that he personally accomplished and filed with the Defense Department his amnesty application form. The Makati RTC Branch 150 also maintains the principle of double jeopardy, which is unconstitutional, does not apply in Trillanes' case. This after his rebellion case was revived after it was dismissed in September 7, 2012, since it was dismissed upon Trillanes' motion. So again, just to backtrack, when Judge Elmo Alameda released the order early this afternoon, he subsequently issued the arrest warrant and the whole departure order. This was received by the arresting officer led by Makati Police Chief Senior Superintendent Rogelio Simon and Sheriff Joseph Carion. Then they served the arrest warrant to Trillanes. They brought him from the Senate to the Makati City Police for booking procedures. Until now, we're still waiting for Trillanes.
Yes,
we'll give you the latest once he arrives.
Yeah, Rex, can you tell us, you mentioned that the judge had explained that double jeopardy does not apply in this case. We all know, of course, double jeopardy. In other words, in short and simple language, hindi ka pwedeng litisin sa isang kaso or sa isang allegation or charge kung nalitis ka na tungkol doon, hindi ba? So you're saying that the judge is saying this does not apply because why again?
Ayon kay Judge Elmo Alameda, dahil nga nauna nang na-dismiss yung nauna niyang kaso upon doon sa motion na final niya noong 2011 pa. At ayon nga rin kay Judge Alameda, hindi nag-a-apply dito yung double jeopardy. Mag-a-apply lamang ito kung merong valid indictment or nagkaroon ng sa isang court ng competent jurisdiction kapag nagkaroon ng arraignment at nagkaroon ng plea na pinasok ni Trillanes at kung nagkaroon ng acquittal o conviction dito kay Trillanes. Ngunit ayon nga sa Branch 150
Rex,
ay hindi nag-fall itong mga na to.
Sa Branch 150, itong kaso na ito hindi na dismiss. Na-dismiss, hindi ba?
Ayon nga dito sa nilabas na order ng Branch 150, hindi nag-apply yung principle ng double jeopardy. Dahil, ayun nga, na-dismiss nga ito doon nga sa motion ni Trillanes noong 2011.
So, ang sinasabi niya, dapat acquittal ang nangyari, hindi lang a mere dismissal.
Ayon dun sa requirements na nilabas, no, base dito sa order na nilabas ng Branch 150, bukod nga sa arraignment o kung may valid plea man o kung acquittal or conviction. Ngunit sa pagkakataong ito ay wala itong mga requirements na ito, Pia.
Okay, well, I was going to ask, but I guess this wouldn't be the time. No? So how would that, ano yung implication nun sa ibang kaso? Kasi marami namang kasong nadi-dismiss, no? Hindi umaabot na sa acquittal or conviction. Pero dismiss na nga, no? Para bang na-shorten yung process, no? But you're saying that this is the reason why the judge is saying that it is possible and it is legal for him to order the arrest of Trillanes again.
Yes, ayun nga kasi na-dismiss siya noong September 7, 2011. So kahit na-revive ito ngayon ay hindi na nag-apply yung principle ng present case nga dito. Dahil nga yung proscription against dun sa double jeopardy, dapat na-charge siya bago dun sa kanyang naunang offense. Ngunit nga, wala namang nangyaring acquittal, walang conviction.
Yeah, okay, we're looking at live pictures right now, Rex. Senator Trillanes coming out of the Makati PNP station. He's escorted by his lawyers, of course, and several police officials. He's just, like Rex, you were describing earlier, he had just undergone booking procedures, and he is expected to proceed from here, the Makati PNP police station, to proceed to the Makati Regional Trial Court, Branch 150, where he is going to be going to have to post bail for his temporary liberty, post 200,000 peso bail. We're seeing those live pictures right now. That's what's going going on. Rex, continue. Go ahead. Please continue what you're saying.
So yun, ang isa pang idinahilan ng Branch 150 doon nga sa pagkaka-grant nung order para arestuhin siya ay hindi din nakapagpresenta kasi si Trillanes ng kahit anumang proof na nag-file siya ng amnesty before the Defense Department, maging original copy man, Xerox copy or kahit anong duplicate copy, kung kaya't may sapat daw silang basihan upang mag-issue nga ng order upang maaresto itong si Trillanes. So sa ngayon nakaabang pa rin dito yung mga miyembro ng media at maraming tao nga at kahit nga raw sa baba ay marami na ring tao ang nag-aabang nga doon sa pagdating ni Senator Trillanes. At mahigpit na rin yung seguridad, may mga nakapalibot ng mga pulis upang masigurado nga na walang mangyayaring kahit anong kaguluhan sa kanyang pagdating.
All right. Well, that convoy that bears Senator Trillanes on its way, just leaving the Makati PNP right now and on its way to where you are, Rex Remigio, at the Makati Regional Trial Court, Branch 150. Rex, si Judge Alameda ba nandiyan ngayon?
Andito siya ngayon, ngunit ang kanyang pina-interview ay yung kanyang clerk of court na si Attorney Josepha Valencia. Ayaw niya magbigay ng kahit anong pahayag mismo na siya yung magsasabi tungkol sa kanyang justification doon sa kanyang order, kung kahit inatasan niya itong si clerk of court, Josepha Valencia, na magsalita before the media. Kanina, in-explain niya kung ano yung naging proseso, ano yung mga basihan kung bakit in-issue itong order, at naninindigan naman sila na may basihan yung pagkaka-issue nila noong order upang maaresto itong si Senator Trillanes.
Rex, i-review lang natin habang hinihintay natin si Senator Trillanes na makarating dyan sa Makati RTC kung saan nandyan ka. I-review lang natin dahil bago ito nangyari, yung nag-issue ng arrest alias warrant itong si Judge Alameda at ng HDO. Siyempre malaking issue dito na bumulabog sa bansa yung pwede bang arestuhin si Trillanes kung walang warrant of arrest dahil for the longest time, for several days, several government officials had said na pwedeng gawing basehan ng arrest yung proclamation mismo, yung Proclamation 572 na pinirmahan at inisyuhan ni President Duterte. Pero siyempre merong mga nag-insist na hindi pwedeng gamitin. At to the point na si President Duterte na mismo nagsabi na hindi naman siya papayag na arestuhin si Trillanes na walang arrest warrant galing sa isang korte, hindi ba, Rex? And that is why, ikwento mo sa amin, Rex, yung ginawa ng mga government prosecutors, hindi ba? Lumapit sila sa dalawang korte, hindi lang itong korte ni Judge Alameda, kundi isa pa, para nga humingi nitong mga arrest warrant.
So nung mga araw na ngayon ay lumapit rin sila sa Branch 148 upang humiling din ng isang very urgent motion upang ma-issue itong whole departure order at yung alias warrant nga laban dito kay Senator Trillanes. At inabot rin ng ilang araw, nagkaroon ng pagdinig noong September 14. At ayun, hanggang sa itong Branch 150 naman. So sa dalawang korte sila naghumiling ng mga order, At ito nga, naunang nag-decide itong Branch 150 na mag-issue ng arrest warrant laban dito kay Senator Trillanes. Sinasabi rin naman nila na hindi sila nagpo-forum shopping o yung lumalapit sa maraming korte upang makakuha ng resulta na paborable sa kanila. At ang sinasabi rin nila na ng DOJ, ng mga prosecutors, ay may basihan yung proclamation number 572 dahil hindi nga nakapagpresenta rin ng kahit anong kopya noong application niya for amnesty dito si Senator Trillanes sa Department of National Defense dito. So ngayon medyo nagkakagulo na nga dito at mukhang papalapit na nga si Senator Trillanes. Nakahanda na lahat sa kanyang pagdating. Pia.
Right. We're also monitoring, Rex, yung live video ng convoy ni Senator Trillanes. Of course, he's being escorted by top police officials and his lawyers so that he's proceeding from the Makati PNP to the Makati RTC. Rex, in the meantime, bago ito nangyari, itong pag-issue ng warrant of arrest, i-review natin ulit habang hinihintay natin si Senator Trillanes na makarating dyan sa korte. Hindi ba na the senator was placed in the custody of the Senate President? At si Tito Soto nga, paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi na hindi siya papayag na magkaroon na arestuhin ang isang senador sa loob mismo ng Senado.
Siyempre, yun nga yung parang courtesy nga sa Senado dahil kahit kailan pa naman daw ay wala pang naaresto na doon mismo sa loob ng Senado na senador, lalo na kung walang arrest warrant. So balikan lamang din natin no, nung nagsimula ito lahat noong April 19, 2010 na kung saan binigyan nga ng pahintulot na magpiyansa itong si Trillanes ng 200,000 piso para doon sa kanyang rebellion doon sa Oakwood Mutiny, doon sa Marine Standoff at doon sa Manila Peninsula Incident. At matapos ang 3 buwan, nag-issue siya nag-post siya ng bail at kung kaya't ito rin yung basihan kung bakit 200,000 pesos lang yung amount ngayon na pinapayagan ng korte. At matapos naman ng 4 na buwan, noong November 24, 2010, si former President Aquino ay nag-issue ng Proclamation number 75 na nag-grant ng amnesty doon sa mga active and former personnel ng armed forces na nag-commit nga doon sa mutiny, doon sa 3 events na nabanggit ko, na siyang sinang-ayunan naman ng Kongreso noong December 13, 2010. At noong matapos ang halos isang taon, noong September 7, 2011, nag-issue naman ng korte ng motion to dismiss yung na final ni Trillanes doon nga sa kanyang mga kaso na may kaugnayan sa rebellion. At ito rin yung basihan ngayon ng branch 150 kung kaya't walang double jeopardy na nag-apply dito dahil nga nauna na siyang na-dismiss. So dito marami ring spectators ang nakaabang, no. Yung iba sa kanila nagse-selfie bago siya makarating at nagkakagulo. So ito rin isa sa mga titingnan natin, no, sa kanyang pagdating, no, kung gaano nga ba magiging ligtas para kay Senator Trillanes yung kanyang pagpa-file o pagpo-post ng piyansa.
Alright, dumating tayo sa puntong ito sa Rex, no, dahil nga hindi pinagbigyan ng kataas-taasang hukuman ng Supreme Court ang petisyon ni Senator Trillanes, hindi ba, para matigil itong or mapigil itong proclamation ni President Duterte?
Siyempre, ibinasura nga ng Supreme Court yung kanyang motion ngon na sana'y makontra na nga yung mga kaso na ipinaparata nga sa kanya yung doon sa jurisdiction nga nung Makati Branch 150. At ayon nga rin kay Senator Trillanes, isa nga itong araw na to ay kumbaga pagkamatay ng demokrasya sa ating bansa dahil nga nanaig yung mga bagay na kumukontra nga doon sa yung sa pagiging malaya ng mga opposition lawmakers sa kanilang pagpapahayag ng dissent laban dito kay President Duterte. So ngayon nakaabang pa rin yung mga miyembro ng media dito sa harap ng branch 150. Nag-aantay din tayo kung magbibigay na ba ng pahayag itong si Judge Elmo Alameda upang mas bigyang linaw pa nga yung basihan noong kanyang order. At inaasahan natin na sa anumang minuto mula ngayon ay magpapail nga ng piyansa upang pansamantalang makalaya itong si Senator Trillanes. Pia.
Alright, Rex, i-review din natin that one particular paragraph in that the Supreme Court en banc resolution that was in response to Senator Trillanes' petition. And it says, and we quote, "The court also takes judicial notice of the categorical pronouncement of President Duterte that Senator Trillanes will not be apprehended, detained, or taken into custody unless a warrant of arrest has been issued by the trial court, and thus there is no extreme and urgent necessity for the court to issue an injunctive relief, considering that the respondents have acknowledged Senator Trillanes' right to due process," unquote. And after that, Harry Roque was quoted as saying na malapit-lapit ng makukulong si Trillanes. Of course, this was about a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, and now this is what's happening. Although, Rex, like you said, since magpo-post siya ng bail, hindi naman siya makukulong. Correct?
Tama ka dyan, Pia. Pansamantala nga siya makakalaya at doon nga sa nabanggit mo na yung may binanggit nga si President Duterte na hindi pa siya pwedeng arestuin basta-basta nang walang arrest warrant. Binanggit niya ito nung siya'y nasa Jordan pa at nagbigay siya ng pahayag doon. Ito yung linggo na kung saan dapat ay aarestuhin na nga itong si Senator Trillanes at nakahanda na nga kahit yung mga personnel ng Criminal Investigation and Detection Group doon sa Senado. Ngunit pansamantala nga itong napigil matapos na mag-file nga ng motion, no? Very urgent motion itong Justice Department, yung mga prosecutors nila para sa issuance ng arrest warrant at ng whole departure order. At simula noon ay nakakubli lamang itong si Trillanes doon sa Senado sa kanyang kwarto at maya't maya ay nagbibigay ng press conference upang sabihin nga yung kanyang kaso na nabanggit nga rin ni Senator Soto na minsan yung hospitality nila doon sa pag-accommodate kay Senator Trillanes ay siyang naabuso, Pia.
Well, Rex, any moment now we expect to see Senator Trillanes on our screens because he is expected there. Expected there at the Makati Regional Trial Court. But again, let's go through what you said earlier. Ano yung proseso na kung saan siya dadaan dito ngayon sa Makati RTC?
Sa ngayon, mauuna muna siya siyempre na mag-file noong kanyang bail, yung dokumento mismo. Pupunta muna siya dito sa Makati Branch 150 sa opisina mismo upang i-file nga yung kanyang intensyon na mag-post ng bail o piyansa. Pagkatapos ay siyempre babayaran niya ito sa halagang 200,000 doon sa order na isinampa laban sa kanya. Doon naman sa may cashier, sa may 10th floor, no? So nasa 14th floor itong branch 150, nasa 10th floor naman yung cashier. Pagkatapos siyempre yung resibo ng kanyang pagbabayad ng piyansa at yung mga kaukulang pang dokumento ay ipapakita niya dito sa branch 150 upang mapatunayan nga na nag-post na siya ng kanyang bail. Pagkatapos noon ay maaari muna siyang makauwi. Ang aalamin pa natin kung babalik ba siya ng Senado upang doon ay patuloy na magkuble o di kaya sa kanyang tahanan mismo, Pia.
Alright, Rex, standby ka lang dyan ha. We're going to just do a little review. Earlier, yung Senate Sergeant at Arms, si General Jose Albalahadia, said he had turned over custody of Senator Trillanes properly, quote-unquote, to the Philippine National Police after the Makati court issued an arrest warrant for the lawmaker.
Nung magbukas siya, nag-open siya sandali, and then nag-break kami, and then pinaakyat ko na si Eliazar.
Umakyat po siya?
Pinaakyat ko na, oo. Siyempre, siya ang may hawak ng... hindi naman ako pwede magbigay ng warrant kasi I'm not the officer in charge of the warrant. So, pinakita niya, minerandize niya si... Ano po yung nakasulat na case? Hindi mo nabasa? I'm sorry.
Pinasahan po sa Miranda.
Narinig ko mirandize if you don't have... the government will give you a lawyer. Mga ganon, di ba? Mirandize yun eh. So, yun, narinig ko yun. And then, tapos na yun. Yan, bumaba na kami.
Sir, for the record ng ulit, saan nangyari yung pag-issue ng arrest warrant? Sino po nag-arrest?
Ang nangyaring pag-issue ng arrest warrant sa Senate Lounge, it was given by the arresting officer. Kasi the Sergeant at Arms cannot give, I am not the arresting officer.
So, ibig sabihin, sir, nasunod po yung proseso?
Nasunod yung proseso at saka hindi siya anaresto ng pulis dito. Binigay lang yung arrest warrant, tapos sinamahan ko siya pababa.
Kusa na siyang
Ako saan siya sumama? Wala naman.
Pero naman, sir, wala nang posas, di ba?
Wala po.
Well, hindi ko na call yun. Hindi ko na call yun.
Na-violate yung protocol ng Senate?
No. Nobody was arrested inside the Senate compound. Hindi violate yun. We were very clear with the police and the police understood. Naintindihan nila.
Ulitin ko lang po, hindi kasi namin nakita. Hindi po siya pinusasan?
Hindi ko nakita eh.
Sir,
Wala.
nangyayari nito sa session, sir? Tuloy pa rin
Police car, siya mismo nagsabi. Dito na ako sa police car. Okay? Pero pinasamahan ko ng mga tao ko, pinasamahan ko ng tao ng Sergeant at Arms kung hanggang saan siya pupunta. Yes. I hope so, kasi bumaba ako, naka-break pa sila eh. Eliazar. Okay naman, he was a very professional officer. And he presented the arrest warrant well. No?
siya.
Hindi ko alam, hindi ko alam.
Sir, pakiulit lang po yung manner po ng pagsama ni Senator dun sa arresting group niya. Pakiulit lang po.
Bumaba siya, and then sabi niya, dyan lang ako sa inyo. Sa kanilang sasakyan, no? And, well, he went inside the vehicle. Walang gulo, walang ni ano. Basta he peacefully went inside. Tapos sinamahan na siya ng mga police. And then they went. Okay? But I turned him over first. Okay? Tinurn over ko siya.
Sir, nung oras dumating po si NCRPO chief?
I'm not very sure about the time, pero mga 2:35 thereabouts. 2:30 to... I'm not sure anymore. Hindi ko na sigurado.
So, si NCRPO po ang nagdala ng warrant of arrest?
Yes, Ilazar. Pero meron silang warrant officer eh. Meron sila.
Ay, warrant officer from the RTC po. Dito na kasi sa kaliwang parte.
Sergeant at Arms of the Senate, General Jose Balahadia, recounting what had happened earlier at the Senate lounge. He said that top officials of the Philippine National Police were present when Balahadia turned over custody of Trillanes to them. The officials gave Senator Trillanes a copy of the arrest warrant, and Trillanes himself decided that he would go with them to the Makati PNP, to the Makati police station. As a matter of fact, Balahadia said that he escorted the senator down to the basement parking, where the senator decided that he would ride in the police vehicle together with the officials. And that was what Balahadia had said had happened earlier at the Senate before Senator Trillanes left the Senate to proceed to the Makati PNP. Right now he is, as you can see, live pictures on your left, you can see the hallway that leads to branch 150 of the Makati RTC. We are waiting for first glimpse of Senator Trillanes inside that hallway where he is expected to face the court. Earlier also we were showing you what are called mugshots provided by the NCRPO, the National Capital Region Police Office of Senator Trillanes. These were taken inside the Makati police station where Trillanes presented himself. We can see that on the right of your screens, and on the left, like I said, live pictures of what is going on at the Makati RTC, where we're expecting Senator Trillanes to appear any moment. We are told that he is in the building. We're just not sure exactly where he is, but he's there right now and waiting to proceed to branch 150. Rex Amijo still on the line there. Rex, tell us what else is going on.
Sa ngayon, nakabang pa nga rin dito yung mga empleyado ng Makati RTC Branch 150 at yung maging yung mga ibang courts dito sa 14th floor. At yung iba nga sa kanila, sabi nila ay magpapaselfie pa nga daw sila kay Senator Trillanes. Yung iba nag-aabang para mapicturean siya at talagang nakangiti sila at parang excited pa nga sila dito sa pagdating ni Senator Trillanes. Andito na nga siya sa Makati City Hall kung saan nakalocate din yung mga korte ng Makati Regional Trial Court at ayan mukhang nagtiatas na nga nila yung kanilang mga camera at mukhang andito na si Senator Trillanes, naglalakad siya at may mga kasamang pulis, kasama rin dito yung mga opposition senators na sila Senator Kiko Pangilinan at Senator Bam Aquino at marami rin siyang pulis na kasama upang masigurado nga yung kanyang seguridad. At papalapit na nga siya dito sa branch 150. Inaasahan na ngayon na ipopost niya yung kanyang bail na nagkakahalagang 200,000 piso kaugnay nung kanyang kasong rebellion. Ayon nga dito sa branch 150, pagkatapos nito ay babalik siya doon sa may cashier sa may 10th floor kasi nasa 14th floor tayo ngayon. So upang mabayaran at pagkatapos noon ay ipapakita niya yung resibo at iba pang kaukulang dokumento upang mapatunayan nga na nagsampa na siya ng kanyang piyansa para sa kanyang pansamantalang kalayaan, Pia.
That is a crowded hallway. Senator Trillanes arriving with other opposition senators at the office of Judge Elmo Alameda, Branch 150, the Makati Regional Trial Court. He is expected to post bail there, just as Rex Amicio was reporting, 200,000 peso bail for his temporary liberty. We wished we could bring our cameras inside so we can see what's going on. That is not going to be allowed, of course, as expected. But you can see several companions of Senator Trillanes being allowed inside the main office of Branch 150. In the meantime, we're going to wait for Senator Trillanes to finish that process that Rex had described and then come out. I'm sure Rex, no, makakausap ninyo. In the meantime, can you just tell us what the mood is like? Kasama ni Senator Trillanes si Attorney Robles, hindi ba? Yung isang abogado niya. Rex?
Hello?
Rex?
Yes, Pia, we're now inside the branch 150. Apparently, the security is really strict. So our cameramen were not allowed to enter, but we're still hoping that my cameraman could go in. So Trillanes is now,
Yes. Well, Rex, just describe to us what's going on.
Yes, Pia. So it's really crowded here inside. Talagang magulo, no? At ayun nga, kasalukuyang nagpa-file nga ng kanyang piyansa para sa kanyang pansamantalang kalayaan. Itong si Senator Trillanes, talagang magulo. At kasama niya yung ilang mga opposition senators na sina Senators Makino, Risa Ontiveros, Kiko Pangilinan. Kumaga full force sila sa pagsuporta dito kay Senator Trillanes. At kasalukuyang nagaganap yung kanyang nagpapakita siya ng iba't ibang dokumento dito mismo kay Judge Elmo Alameda. At talagang mahigpit yung seguridad. Kasama rin niya, katabi rin niya si Metro Manila Police Chief Guillermo Eliazar dito sa pagpapile ng kanyang piyansa. Sinecheck nila yung mga dokumento, no, kaugnay dito sa kanyang pagpo-post ng bail. At kasama rin niya yung kanyang abogado na kasalukuyan nga nila ngayong pinopost yung bail dito sa harap ni Judge Elmo Alameda. At pagkatapos nito ay pupunta siya doon sa cashier sa 10th floor upang formal lang ang bayaran itong kanyang piyansa. Pagkatapos ay babalik sila dito sa 14th floor upang maipost na nga itong bail formally. Pagkatapos noon ay pansamantala siyang makakalaya, Pia.
Rex, I suppose you will be given the chance to speak to him. Sa dami ba naman ng media dyan, ano? And I'm sure people will want to hear what he's been through.
Tama ka dyan, Pia, pero sa ngayon hindi pa siya nagpapa-interview, hindi pa siya nagbibigay ng kahit anong pahayag. Ang nangyayari ngayon ay kausap niya pa si Judge Elmo Alameda, kasama niyang kanyang abogado. Nag-uusap-usap sila nila Metro Manila Police Chief Guillermo Eliazar. At talagang magulo talaga dito sa loob. At talagang mahigpit rin yung seguridad. Yung ibang cameraman natin ay hindi pinapayagang makapasok. Buti na lamang nakapuslit tayo upang makakuha man lang kahit mga litrato dito sa pagpapile nga ng bail ni Senator Antonio Trillanes na isang matinding kritiko nga ni Pangulong Duterte. Itong kanyang...
Rex, two things. Can you hear kung ano yung sinasabi nila ni Senator Trillanes at ni Judge Alameda? Or masyadong maingay lang talaga?
Una, masyado pang maingay dito. Pangalawa, kung nagsasalita man si Senator Trillanes ay mahina lamang at ang karamihang nag-uusap ay yung kanyang abogado at itong
Rex,
si Judge Elmo Alameda.
Yeah, okay. And the second thing, Rex, sabi mo, you've been able to take pictures? You have pictures now?
Yes, Pia, nakakakuha ko ngayon.
Pwede mo bang padala ngayon para mapakita natin? Maybe you'll have to get off the line first. Padala mo dito sa amin, ano, para maipakita natin.
tama ka dyan, Pia, at para makakuha na rin ako ng video pagkatapos natin mag-usap at maaari mo kong balikan para
We'll get
natin.
back to you like 1 minute after we receive, or 30 seconds after we receive your pictures first, and then later your video para makita natin. All right, what is going on? Our Rex Remito there, CNN Philippines correspondent Rex Remito at the Makati Regional Trial Court. He is inside the office of, the sala or the office of Judge Elmo Alameda of Branch 150. Senator Trillanes going to post bail of 200,000 peso bail for his temporary liberty after the judge had ordered his arrest based on an alias warrant, and after the judge also issued a hold departure order against him. The senator decided that he would go with the police, the arresting officials from the Philippine National Police, the top cop of the Metro Manila, the NCRPO chief, Director Guillermo Eleazar, escorted him from the Senate to the Makati PNP, Makati Police Station, where these mugshots that you see on the left of your screens were taken. And now on the right of your screens, General Eleazar and Senator Trillanes and other opposition senators now at the Makati RTC. You're seeing live pictures just outside Branch 150 of Judge Elmo Alameda. We were speaking a while ago to Rex Remito, who was inside the office of Judge Alameda. He said that nag-uusap si Judge Alameda at si Senator Trillanes at hindi niya masyadong marinig yung sinasabi dahil mahina lang daw ang boses ni Senator Trillanes. But Rex had said that he was able to take pictures of what is going on inside the RTC Branch 150, and we're waiting for those pictures. I hope we can download it now, but if not, maybe we can show this right now on our phones here in the studio.
Wala isa pa, pakinggan pa. Yan lang siya. Yun na yun. Stress eh. Siya ka na yun. Ang muro-muro. Natakbo ko dito sa ate. Wala rin nangyari. Ano na pa ito? Di na kayo makapasok. Tinatakan nila rin. May mangligisyo. Sa mga balis ka dyan at papahilitan rito eh. Naginawag tayo sa Channel 5. Nagkukay braso yun dyan. Nakukong braso. Sige daw. Naibintong daw. May nakos. Daw. Abangan mo baka mag-ambos sa interview. Sige. Umay.
Right. For those of you just joining us now, these are pictures that Rex Remito had sent. These are straight from the Makati Regional Trial Court, Branch 150. Senator Trillanes facing Judge Elmo Alameda inside the office of Branch 150. These are pictures that Rex Remito had sent just a while ago. You can see General Eleazar here on the very right, seated here. We're looking for a picture of where Senator Trillanes is. But, well, these are pictures that Rex Remito just sent. In the meantime, we're also trying to contact government officials, among them, of course, Presidential Spokesman Harry Roque, Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara, Presidential Legal Counsel Sal Panelo, to get their side on what is going on right now at the Makati RTC. Senator Trillanes about to post bail for his temporary liberty for a rebellion charge that the judge of that court, Elmo Alameda, had issued that alias warrant giving into a petition, or it was called a very urgent ex parte motion filed by government prosecutors several weeks back. But we do have a statement here from Sal Panelo, who is Presidential Legal Counsel. And this was released just a while ago. I'm sorry, I'm just about to I'm trying to pull it up right now so that I can read it to you. And we quote that statement from Sal Panelo, Presidential Legal Counsel, quote, "The order is anchored on solid legal ground." The order, of course, meaning the order of Judge Alameda. And we continue, Trillanes should face the music and dance, stop acting pathetically as if Frank Sinatra would croon in his song with the same title. He has to stop milking the issue and act pathetically as if he is a victim of injustice. The law of karma, as well as of the law, has finally caught up with his shenanigans. He has been using his position as senator in planting the seeds of hate and sedition against PRRD, or President Duterte, and the government. Judge Alameda is a no-nonsense judge who has a reputation for independence and probity. Now, that statement coming from Sal Panelo, Presidential Legal Counsel, that was sent in shortly after 3 in the afternoon. We're trying our best to get Secretary Menardo Guevara. We remember, of course, that it was Secretary Guevara who faced the media on September 4 that morning when word got around that the president wanted Trillanes' amnesty voided. That piece of news came out because an advertisement had come out in well, it wasn't an advertisement. The proclamation itself, Proclamation 572, was printed in a broadsheet on that morning, September 4. In the meantime, we're going to pause for a break. Stay tuned to CNN Philippines Breaking News. His representative, the woman you see on the right with glasses, posting his bail of 200,000 pesos for his temporary liberty, 200,000 pesos in cash. That is what is being posted right now. We don't have her name, but we're told that this is a representative of Senator Trillanes. So instead of the senator himself posting that bail, he most probably is waiting for that procedure to finish. Earlier, Rex Amici was saying that this is taking place at the 10th floor. Judge Alameda's office is on the 14th floor. And, well, that's it. Bail has been posted. Whatever that paper is that representative of the center is holding, that I suppose is what the judge is waiting for. Proof that bail of 200,000 pesos has been posted for the temporary liberty of Senator Antonio Trillanes. In the meantime, still in your left, photographs taken about an hour earlier of the senator's mugshots at the Makati PNP, where he first was brought. That is the procedure, the police station first, and then proceeding to the Makati RTC. And on your right, photographs taken by Rex Remitio. On the right, Guillermo Eleazar, NCRPO director. Up on the left is Attorney Robles, Trillanes' lawyer. The senator himself is on the lower left of the pictures. You won't see him right now, but there you can see him now. So they were just seated around the table. If I'm not mistaken, that is Judge Elmo Alameda, who is seated to the right of General Eleazar. I'll get a correction if I made a mistake there. But those are pictures taken moments ago by Rex Remitio inside Branch 150 of the Makati Regional Trial Court. Now, earlier we were told that from Judge Alameda, the center was going down to post bail. But then, like we said and like we saw earlier, a representative of his was the one who did that for him, who posted the 200,000 peso bail in cash for his temporary liberty. Now, we are, as we speak, trying to reach presidential spokesman Harry Roque. Earlier, we did speak to him. CNN Philippines did speak to him, and he did say in so many words that the court has spoken and that they are going to wait for the court to take care of things. We have all right. We have Harry Roque on the phone right now, presidential spokesman, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. Okay, so I guess you're seeing what's going on from the Makati PNP, si Senator Trillanes, dumiretso na sa Makati RTC. You can see photographs up here on our screens, and then his representative posting bail. Well, but so far, your comments, sir.
Well, yan po talagang proseso, no? And I'm happy that Senator Trillanes is complying with the process, no? Because it's bailable anyway, no? It does not mean that he has to spend time behind bars. All he has to do is to post bail. No? But he also has to wait for an order from the court, no, setting him or approving his posting of bail for provisional liberty.
Okay, Secretary Roque, can you tell us if President Duterte is aware of what is going on right now? That Trillanes, for example, was at the Makati PNP earlier. The mugshots taken, as we can see up on the screen on your left and on the right. He's at Judge Alameda's sala right now.
Well, he knows about the court's decision. He has always said he will abide with the regional trial court. He has, in fact, told the military not to take any steps to apprehend him until a decision by the RTC has been issued, and now that it's been issued, let the process proceed.
Well, were those his exact words? Did he say anything else? Wala siyang ibang comment?
Well, alam niyo po, dating prosecutor ang Pangulo, no? So alam na alam po niya ang proseso, no? So let the process proceed. The case against him will proceed, and he will have his day in court.
Where is the president right now, sir?
He's in Malacanang.
And his yung event niya today?
Yes, he has a whole lot of events, mostly related to presentation of credentials of diplomats.
I see. So there won't be any opportunity for a speech?
I don't think so. It's business as usual.
Okay, all right. Anything else you can add, Secretary Roque? Because we were also trying to get in touch with Secretary Menardo Guevara. It would be interesting to hear from him because it was Secretary Guevara who spoke for the government on the morning of September 4 to talk about this Proclamation 572.
Well, our congratulations as well to Secretary Guevara and his team of prosecutors for this order from the Regional Trial Court.
All right. Anything else, Secretary Harry Roque?
Yun lang po for now.
All right. Harry Roque, spokesperson for the president, talking to us here in CNN Philippines Breaking News. Roque saying that, let the case against Trillanes proceed and that the president is aware of what is going on. He knew about the president knew about the issuance of that alias warrant, the warrant for Trillanes' arrest and that whole departure order, order made by Judge Elmo Alameda of the Makati Regional Trial Court. But let's speak to our Paolo Barcelon. He is on the line. He is at the Makati RTC also. Well, he was with that representative of Senator Trillanes who had posted bail just moments ago. Paolo?
Yes, Pia, good afternoon. Just a few moments ago, a representative for Senator Trillanes did post the senator's 200,000 peso bail in the 10th floor of the Makati City Hall, which also serves as the cashier. Right now, I am back on the 14th floor where branch 150 is located, and security remains tight here. The representatives had declined to speak to us and to other members of the media. She said that all questions would be deferred to their designated spokesperson. But right now, the situation here remains a bit tense. Security is tight on all fronts, and the members of the media, including ourselves included, are now waiting on what's going to happen, because now that the bail has been posted, we are now waiting for what's going to happen from inside the court, or whether or not the senator would be allowed to walk free from this proceeding. So right now, what is going on is that everything is our people, our security forces are trying to maintain order, and the media is now gearing up. There seems to be a commotion outside the branch 150 courtroom. We're seeing members of the media are gathering outside the courtroom right now. We can't get a clear view, Pia, as of the moment as to what's going on inside. But the other fellow members of the media are waiting. There's probably someone who's going to come out, but we can't confirm that yet. So I'll get back to you as soon as we have more details available.
Yeah, well, Paolo, hold on. As expected, of course, security is tight in cases, especially in cases like this. You have a VIP, a senator of the Republic, who's posting bail at a court in the city of Makati. So we do expect the kind of security. At the same time, Paolo, I wanted to ask you if, and that commotion, of course, because, they naturally, the natural reaction of media is to try to get into wherever the action is, but that's not going to happen because nga hindi na nga pinayagan yung mga camera. But Paolo, I wanted to ask you, were you able to get a glimpse of that piece of paper, that document that representative of Senator Trillanes was holding just after she had posted that 200,000 peso bail?
Well, we tried asking Pia, that representative, as to the contents or the receipt. I was trying to ask that representative to show us that piece of paper that she was holding, but apparently she hid it away with the sight of our cameras and mobile phones near her. But other members of the media, myself included, are peppering her with questions, but she refused to show that the contents of that white piece of paper. But what we can, from what we can presume, it might be the receipt of the bail that Senator Trillanes had posted.
Receipt of the bail, of course. As media, we are curious as to what exactly is in that document, and I'm sure most probably it's going to be shown to reporters there. Our ex media is inside the office of Judge Alameda. Just a while ago, we were showing photographs of that informal meeting, that informal talk that was going on between Senator Trillanes, his lawyer, Attorney Robles, NCRPO Chief Director Guillermo Eleazar, and Judge Alameda. They were seated around that table. But what we can see right now on the right those are live pictures on the right, just outside the office of, or branch 150 of Makati RTC. On your left, what you're seeing is the representative of Senator Trillanes, just as Paolo Barcelon had described, posting that 200,000 peso cash bail for the senator's temporary liberty. Paolo Barcelon describing to us that this representative was very hesitant to show, to speak to the media and to show them the document that she had received in exchange for the bail that she posted on behalf of Senator Trillanes.
Nakapula ba kayo?
All right, for those of you just joining us, Senator Trillanes, more correctly, his representative had just posted bail for him at the 10th floor of the Makati Regional Trial Court. Earlier today, just an hour or two ago, Judge Elmo Alameda of the RTC Branch 150 had issued an alias warrant and a whole departure order. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, that is Attorney Robles, Senator Trillanes' lawyer, who's emerging from Branch 150. Behind him, opposition senators led by Senator Bam Aquino, and we are expecting to see Senator Trillanes. Let's see if we can listen in to what Attorney Robles is saying.
What is your comment? Sir Eugene, you're going back. Meron naman, ito yung elevator na ginagamit ng mga matatas na opisyal. Diretso ng ground floor. At nasa labas na kami pero nagkakatunakan pa rin. Ito, hindi, si Senator Trillanes hindi makalabas eh. Ito, nasa loob pa rin siya. At ito nakikita. Police. Bigay daan, pero walang umatras.
Hintayin natin makalabas nito na 150 minute. Bigas na dito. Senator Trillanes at George.
Again, for those of you just joining us, Senator Trillanes posting bail, 200,000 peso bail for his temporary and provisional liberty. Just an hour or two ago, 2 hours ago, Judge Elmo Alameda, Branch 150 of the Makati Regional Trial Court, had issued an alias warrant, a warrant for the senator's arrest and a whole departure order. Instead of the senator waiting to be arrested at the Senate, he said that he would go with police officials, and he did go with police officials to the Makati PNP. He was escorted by NCRPO Chief Director Guillermo Eleazar and other police officials. He did go to the Makati PNP, and then he proceeded, as you can see, to the Branch 150 of the Makati RTC to appear before Judge Elmo Alameda. In the meantime, we have Senator Grace Poe on the line. Ma'am?
Hi. Hi, magandang hapon, Pia.
Ma'am, can you tell us your comments on what has happened so far?
Well, okay. I think, of course, all of us are sympathetic to our colleague. On the other hand, it's good that there's a chance for him to bail at this time, to post bail, and I think he did. Of course, there are some questions in my mind. I'm not really a lawyer, but you know, his amnesty was approved and granted by both houses of Congress, not to mention, of course, the former president. So if there's a question on that, considering it passed through both houses, and now with just one specific order it can be questioned, then the others are also in jeopardy. Remember, there are 100, maybe, I don't know, but at least tens of amnesties that were issued. So it will call in question also all of those amnesties, and then also put the government at a situation where there will be less trust from people dealing with the government.
Ma'am, we're going to go back for a while to Makati RTC. If you can hold the line for a while. Senator Trillanes is appearing before reporters. We're going to try and listen into the, the commotion, or maybe he is speaking right now. Let's listen in. Senator Poe, ma'am, Senator Grace Poe.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. It is a commotion. We can't hear anything that Senator Trillanes is saying. But if you're, for those of you watching, Senator Trillanes just emerging from the sala of Judge Elmo Alameda of Branch 150. Now that judge is the one who issued that alias warrant for his arrest. The senator did post bail, 200,000 pesos, provisional liberty, temporary liberty. So, Senator Poe, you're saying that you have several questions in your mind. For example, thousands of amnesties that have previously been issued now in jeopardy.
Yes, maybe not thousands, but at least tens of them from the former administration or even before that. When you receive a document, particularly a government contract or a government amnesty, then you should be able to have full confidence that since it has the backing of Congress, that it is a document that will be respected. Now, this is a first for something like that to happen. But remember, it's not just the military that was given an amnesty before. You also have private citizens, as well as some political leaders that have availed of that. So all of that can be thrown into question. Some of them who were given those amnesties are in government positions now. So if anybody asks the same or questions those amnesties, then they'll have to be subjected to the same treatment as Senator Trillanes is going through, I suppose. I just hope that, and I'm quite confident that Senator Trillanes at least can defend himself, because we've seen for a fact that he's been a sitting senator for how many years, and if his amnesty doesn't have any weight to it, then why was it even promulgated for that long?
Senator Poe, do you have, what do you think of the issuance of an alias warrant by Judge Alameda against Senator Trillanes?
You know, I'm again, not a legal person, so I'd rather really not comment about that until I read the full document behind it, or the reasoning behind the judge. But right now, I'm going by that very common knowledge that it's passed through both houses of Congress. He was granted that amnesty. It was even the former president said yes, that amnesty was given. So I'd like to see how the court will go through the discussion and argument, stating that it's invalidated based on a document that might be missing.
All right. Just a while ago, Senator Trillanes got into the elevator with his escorts. He's on his way down, and we're told that he is going to be heading back to the Senate. In the meantime, we have this just in, Judge Elmo Alameda issuing an order that says, and we're going to read the portion that talks about an order for the Makati PNP to, quote, hereby ordered to immediately release accused Senator Antonio F. Trillanes IV from detention unless otherwise held for other offenses. This is after Senator Trillanes had posted bail. In the first paragraph of this order dated, well, today, it says here that 200,000 pesos in cash was received by the Makati RTC. And they even also listed down the official receipt number. And we quote, the order says, we quote, finding the cash bond to be sufficient and in order, the same is hereby approved. In view thereof, the warrant of arrest issued against the accused dated September 25, 2018 is hereby recalled and set aside. Now further, this order says that the last paragraph of this order says the initial presentation of prosecution evidence is set on November 21, 2018, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is signed by Elmo Alameda, Judge Makati RTC, Branch 150. This is the order. A while ago, our reporters were saying that after bail is posted, that there has to be an order from the judge for Senator Trillanes to be allowed to return, to go home or to return. In this case, we're told, Rex Media is saying that the word is that the senator is returning to the Senate. Now, of course, what we're showing you now, just a while now, are pictures taken about 30 minutes ago while the senator was on his way into the office of Judge Elmo Alameda at the Makati RTC to present himself there, and while he and his lawyer and several opposition senators and the PNP's NCRPO chief, Director Guillermo Eleazar, were at the sala of Judge, or were in the office of Judge Alameda, who had issued that arrest warrant against the senator. A representative of Senator Trillanes had posted that 200,000 peso bail for the senator's temporary release, and because of that, the judge had issued an order that I just read a while ago that says that Trillanes should be released and the warrant for his arrest revoked because he had already presented himself to the court and he had posted that 200,000 peso bail in cash at the Makati Regional Trial Court. Word is that he is on his way back to the Senate. That is what our Rex Emilio told us. Rex, of course, still there at the Makati RTC. So since we talked about the Senate, let's go back there where our senior correspondent, Cecil Lardizabal, is standing by. Cecil, any other reactions from other senators? What is going on at the Senate?
Hi, Pia. Right now, everyone is awaiting the arrival where we were told that Senator Trillanes is coming back to the Senate. And right now, I understand that he's on his way back here. Senators are now having a session, but as a matter of fact, they are on a session break. Actually, they're just having a break. It's the usual session break that senators are usually having But we haven't gotten any word from the senators, except that we were able to talk to Senator Grace Poe. That I heard that you were also able to interview her, and is saying that it sets a bad precedent, this case of Senator Trillanes. But another question for the senator is that if he's going to stay here or is he going to stay home? But that he said is that something that he is talking about with his lawyers. And most probably, the staff of some people are, some media reporters, Senate media are asking for another interview with the senator. And most probably, we will be asking him what his next steps will be. That will be asking him as soon as he steps in again at the Senate. And we don't know at this point if it's going to proceed directly to the plenary hall for the session, or he'll go back directly to his office at the 5th floor. So that is something that we'll have to see what the senator will do as soon as he arrives here at the Senate. So everything is calm at this point, Pia. We don't expect any chaos at this point because, of course, we know that it just came from the Makati RTC, and we'll be asking more about the case and what his next legal remedies will be. And of course, it's with his lawyers. I understand the center is with Attorney Ray Robles, and most probably we'll be asking him what their next legal steps will be, Pia.
All right, Cecil Rizabal, we're going to get back to you in just a bit, especially when the senator gets back to the Senate. In the meantime, we're going over to Malacanang. Our senior correspondent, Ina Andalong, is there. Ina, I was speaking to presidential spokesman Harry Roque just a while ago. I was asking if the president is already aware of this and what's going on at the Makati RTC. Harry Roque was saying that the president knows what's going on. I also asked, is there any chance that he's going to be speaking today? Pero apparently, parang presentation of credentials lang, no, ng mga bagong ambassador. But what's going to happen at Malacanang today? Any chance we'll hear from the president? And what is the mood like there right now? What are reactions there like right now?
Well, Pia, we are still on standby for any possible statement that may come from the presidential spokesman, or as you mentioned, perhaps even President Duterte himself. As you mentioned, or as Secretary Roque said earlier, President Duterte was attending to some activities inside Malacanang today while Senator Trillanes was on his way to the Makati RTC to post bail. While that was happening, as you mentioned, the president was receiving the credentials of the new ambassadors designate of Norway and the Republic of Belarus to the Philippines. Now, these events were not open to reporters covering the palace, but we did monitor them since they were aired live on the Presidential Communications Operations Office Facebook page. But the president did not deliver any remarks there, so still no opportunity for him to address or to talk about this latest development on Senator Trillanes. Nonetheless, again, we are still on standby for any statement that they may issue on the senator, who is considered to be among the most vocal critics of the Duterte administration. But again, just to stress, we have not been advised if there is going to be a press conference with the president later. But of course, just in case, we are here to watch out for any, again, statement that they may issue. Pia?
Ina Andalong there, our senior correspondent reporting from Malacanang. Right now what's happening is that Senator Antonio Trillanes is on his way back to the Senate. That is the information we have, and that is what is being told to us right now. In the meantime, what happened was that Trillanes and his representative posted that 200,000 peso bail in cash at the Makati Regional Trial Court, while the senator and his lawyer, Attorney Ray Robles, and the NCRPO chief, Director Guillermo Eleazar, were speaking to Judge Elmo Alameda. Those are the pictures in that brief impromptu meeting earlier with the judge at Branch 150. Alameda, of course, is the judge who issued that alias warrant and the whole departure order. It was in response to what is called a very urgent ex parte motion that was filed a few weeks back by government prosecutors as they tried to get an arrest warrant. We will all remember that President Duterte had said that there will be no arrest if there is no warrant, and this happened also just as the Supreme Court was deliberating on a petition that was filed by Senator Antonio Trillanes as he tried to stop his arrest and tried to stop, well, the Proclamation 572 that was issued and signed by the President. 572, of course, 572, of course, voided the amnesty of Trillanes that was given by former President Noynoy Aquino. In the meantime, please stay tuned to CNN Philippines for any further breaking news on the the posting of bail and the subsequent release of and by Senator Antonio Trillanes at the Makati Regional Trial Court. I'm Pia Ontiveros.